I'm so glad I found you, and I'm so thankful for you put yourself out there. I was feeling so alone after I became aware because no one understood. But sometimes... Should I stop and answer, or should I keep going? Because there's something I want to say to that. But sometimes I wonder if most people are really aware like this, and I'm the strange one for only realizing this so late in life. I remember already being aware as a child until all the traumas got too much and I had to leave my body. At the time I didn't realize what was going on. All I could tell was that my head felt foggy. I thought I had brain damage. Now I'm aware and in my body again, and my head isn't foggy anymore. Do you sometimes wonder that too, that most people are already aware and we're the strange ones for only being aware so late in life? I think you just answered the question. They're living imaginary stories of themselves. I think the reason I ask is because I wonder if I should shut up about what's going on with me, because everyone already knows what I'm saying and they're going to see somehow messed up I was for years, and you're not supposed to let others know you're messed up. I just don't understand how to live with the character, the games, etc. I think everyone is already aware that the character and the games aren't truth. They just, unlike me, decide to live with the character and the games, while I never wanted to live lies. Hey, beautiful. His name, or her name, I get the sense it's a he, but her, so I'm going to call you him. So beautiful Snow. Hi, beautiful Snow. Well, I think that you're trying to you're mixing up the character with non-duality, and you're making awakening a personal thing when it's not a personal thing. So you're going to be having the same problems as you did before waking up. It's the way the brain works. You're going to find the same problems until eventually you go past them and you stop having them. So I bet before you call it becoming aware, I don't know what that means, but I'll call it awakening. So before the awakening, you had problems being around other humans, of how to integrate your character and be honest and be truthful with other humans. And then you're still on the same problem. Maybe not. They are writing. They just say thank you. So that's a psychological loop that you've got to see through. Firstly, I don't know how awakened or how much attachment there is to the character still or not, or whatever you call it, or how much suffering there's arising. But you've got to see that you don't get anything from, you don't get what you're looking from being with humans. What you're looking for is this moment, and having lots of human contact or having them understand you or not understand you is never going to give you what you want. What you want is what you are, is this moment. And then the character has an urge to get on with other humans and to be integrated, and it has patterns of the way it is, and it maybe is liked by others or not liked by others, or whatever dramas it has or conditioning it has. It's going to have conflict and good times with others. Maybe it feels lonely. I think a lot of people in our society feel lonely currently because of what's happened with all the social media. Whatever it feels in amongst humans, that is a pattern. You wouldn't feel it if it wasn't a pattern arising in your brain. So your brain could pick up on many different things. It could pick up on how beautiful everything is now, or how sweet humans are, how grumpy humans are, whatever. It could tell any story, and it will see that repetitively in society. So if it thinks that it can't communicate with humans, it will keep seeing that and keep attracting that subject, because that's what it's putting its attention on. And if it thinks it does connect with humans, then it will keep seeing that, and it will feel like it connects with humans. I know you think, oh no, Lisa, you're not right. It really is others. It's not the way my brain thinks, but it's really like that. If you keep seeing a miserable day, then that's all you'll see is a miserable day. And then at the end of the day, when you're talking to people, someone will say, what a beautiful day. And you're like, it was a miserable day, because your brain told you that story. And then that was what you took in. You saw like clouds or loads of pollution or whatever it was too hot or too cold. You'll just take in the negative. If you saw it as a beautiful day, then you'll just find the beauty. So it's going to be more on the character level. You're going to be more happier, the more positive and more easygoing on the character level. If you're really negative, then it's going to be more painful. But that's just the way it is. If you believe that's who you are, the character, then if you're a really negative character and you're identified with it, then that's going to be the worst amount of suffering. If you're identified with a positive character, it's going to be less suffering, but still constricting. So I know that this is what you think, that there is this, some people are aware and you don't want to live in lies, but this is all your mind. It's all you. You just see yourself everywhere. And it doesn't really matter whatever your character thinks, as long as there is this remembering that who you are is this presence. But it's not true. And if you are identified with that character, you're never going to sort it out in the character. What you're really looking for is this, is what is, where there's no communication or not communication. You know, relationships are complicated, but to really connect with someone, you have to be present right here. This is where real love and connection comes from. And then on the human level, we're all really freaking crazy, complicated beings. It is complicated communicating, but that's okay. It's also very complicated for our body to digest food and to make it come out the other end. I'm sure there is a lot of internal struggle going on there, that the body goes through a lot of struggle doing it. It's a very complicated process. It's also very complicated communicating, but real connection comes here in this. See, this knowing that they are you and you are them, that there is no boundary between each other, that you're looking and them are the same thing, that your presence and them are the same thing.